Hello, BlizzCon! So, it's such an honor to be here with all of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for tuning in online. Could not be more excited on behalf of the entire Warcraft team to share with you what we've been working on pretty much since the moment Legion came out. The next chapter in World of Warcraft, Battle for Azeroth. Now, I know every BlizzCon is special, and I'm a bit biased here, but there's something particularly special about WoW expansion announcement BlizzCons. So, this is going to be a good day. So I know you have a lot of questions after what you've seen, and so we're going to try to walk you through a whirlwind tour of what this expansion has to offer. The setting, the story, the characters, the features, the systems, and more. So without further ado, let me introduce our creative director, Alex Afrasiabi, to tell you about the world of Battle for Azeroth. All right.
Thank you, Ian. Nice shirt. This is the new shirt. Hello, BlizzCon. It's good to see you all again. We are here today to talk about the Battle for Azeroth and prepare you for the coming war. By now, we've all seen that incredible cinematic where from the get-go, battle lines are drawn. And what I like best about that cinematic, and it does so many things so well, is that it reinforces the foundations of Warcraft. Because whether we're fighting the Burning Legion, the Scourge, Old Gods, Dragon Aspects, Elemental Lords, or yes, time-traveling orcs, our hearts and minds are with our factions. We do what we do in this world, first and foremost, for the Horde and for the Alliance. Not them. And that makes us the champions of Azeroth, the greatest hope the world has ever known, and also its biggest threat. But this is WoW. We don't just get to watch awesome cinematics, we get to live them. Because to get to the Battle for Azeroth, you're going to have to go through the Battle for Lordaeron. Like the Broken Shore, we'll pick up where the cinematic left off. And what goes down that day will change Warcraft history forever. Now, some of you might be asking, hey Alex, why would the Alliance attack the Undercity? It's a good question. It's a good question. Here's a better question. Why would the Horde burn down Teldrassil? Did Teldrassil fall first? Did Teldrassil fall first and lead to the attack on the Undercity? Or was the burning of Teldrassil a response to the bold Alliance attack on Lordaeron? You'll find out. Think about this. The stage is set for an Alliance-controlled Eastern Kingdoms and a Horde-controlled Kalimdor, with one great big sea separating the two continents. Which leads us to our search for allies. In our quest for victory, we will seek out the Kultirians as the Alliance and the Zandalari as the Horde. Coincidentally, both of these nations have extremely powerful navies, which we're going to need to span that Great Sea. Let me leave you with this thought. No boats. Some boats. Let me leave you with this thought. No matter who fired the first shot, we are in an all-out war. It's our duty as Alliance. That's right. As Horde. To defend our people, our families, and our homes. This is the battle for Azeroth. So to recap, the Alliance and the Horde are in an all-out war. Old hatreds have reignited as both factions strike at each other's hearts. Now, with the world divided, we seek out lost territories and new powerful resources. And with no external threats, we turn our fury on each other. We fight for our faction's survival and our place in this world. And to win this war, we're gonna need all the help we can get, which leads us to find new and old allies alike. And that takes us to Kultiras and Zandalar, which opens up 2 new continents to the game, which we're gonna take a look at right now. Woo! All right, starting with Kultiras for the Alliance. Kultiras was founded 3,000 years ago when a group of Gilneans left the old empire to explore the Great Sea. They came upon this cold, mountainous island, rich in natural resources, and decided to settle in. And over the course of the next 2,500 years, the Kultirans built the most powerful navy on Azeroth. A navy that the Alliance really, really wants. Today, Kultiras is ruled by 4 houses, which we'll find out are in a bit of trouble. And before we're going to get the Kultirans to join our side, we're going to need to help them with their problems. Lastly, Kultiras is broken up into 3 main regions. We've got Tiragard Sound in the middle, the Drusvar in the southwest, and Stormsong Valley in the north. Let's take a look at the zones of Kultiras. All right, first up, we've got Tiragard Sound. So Tiragard Sound sits on an inlet in the middle of the continent, and it connects the Great Sea. It's the main connection point for all of the different zones. Now, within Tiragard, we'll find the capital city of Kultiras, Boralis. This will also be the Alliance's main base of operations in the battle for Azeroth. So this will be your hub. Now, I mentioned that Kultiras was ruled by 4 houses. When we get to Tiragard, we'll meet the first of these houses, led by a familiar name, Proudmoore. Meet Catherine Proudmoore, everybody. This is Jaina's mother, and I want to go on record here and just head this off. She is 100% not a dreadlord. Not. Now, Kultirans by nature are monster hunters, specifically big, nasty sea monsters, which has led to a much hardier breed of human, like these big fellas over here. And I also mentioned that the zones each have their own problems. Well, in Tiragard, one of the problems has to do with pirates. Normally, the outlaws of Kultiras hang out at the pirate city of Freehold. But in recent months, they've gotten a little bold and have started to attack Tiragard Sound. And we're going to have to deal with that. Now, who wants to see a video? Yeah. All right, let's take a look at Tiragard Sound. moving on to Dressbar. There's a Q&A tomorrow. You can ask your questions there. Moving on to Dressbar. Dressbar is a forested, mountainous region that's located in the southwest part of Kultiras. Lord and Lady Waycrest govern this region, but in recent months, they've been suspiciously absent from public affairs. And this has been a huge cause for concern for the people that call this place their home. Now, this absence has also put a stop to the main contribution that Dressbar makes to Kultiras: arms and sausages. I'm honestly not sure what's worse. It feels like sausages is worse. Now, as we're exploring Dressbar and trying to uncover the mystery of the missing Waycrests and restore order and sausages, we'll find that the land is cursed. And you can start that story today on the show floor with the Dressbar playable demo. So after we're done here, make sure to get out there and give it a go. Let's take a look at a video for Dressbar. Last up in Kultiras, we've got Stormsong Valley. Now, unlike Tiergard Sound and Dressbar, Stormsong Valley is lush, green, and beautiful. The area is ruled by House Stormsong, and the people of this region are devoted to the sea with a fanatical religious fervor. Now, they're led by a group known as Sea Priests. It's through Stormsong and the Sea Priests that the mighty Kultiran Navy is built. Every ship, every piece that goes into every ship must first be blessed by the Sea Priests before the vessels are deemed seaworthy. They take their shipbuilding really seriously here. Now, when we get to Stormsong, we'll find that shipbuilding operations have come to a stop as ancient dark forces are attacking from the sea. And Quilboars. Lots and lots of Quilboars. Let's take a look at a video of Stormsong Valley. All right. Beautiful. All right, so we've gotten a glimpse into the areas and zones of Kultiras. Let's switch gears and take a look at Zandalar for the Horde. Woo! So, without a doubt, troll civilizations are some of the oldest on Azeroth. And the Zandalari Empire is no exception, having been formed some 16,000 years ago. Now, the island we know as Zandalar today was actually once a landlocked mountain range, but the Sundering changed all of that when the mountains and most of the empire sank into the sea. But trolls are a hardy and resourceful race. They adapted to island life and over thousands of years mastered the seas. Today, the Zandalari have a navy that rivals, if not surpasses, the Kultirans, which makes them a very attractive ally to the Horde in this battle for Azeroth. But when we arrive there, we'll find that things are not going great for the Zandalari. And before we can get them to join us, we're going to need to restore some order. Like Kultiras, Zandalar is broken up into three main regions. We've got Zuldazar in the south, the swamp of Nazmir in the northeast, and the desert of Vol'dun in the northwest. Let's take a look at the zones of Zandalar. All right, so starting with Zuldazar itself. Zuldazar is the capital city of the Zandalari and also the only safe refuge the Zandalari trolls have in this region. They're being attacked not just from outside their borders, but from within. This will also be the capital of the Horde in this expansion as they try to keep this empire from falling apart. Now, when we first arrive at Zuldazar, we will meet King Rastakhan and his daughter, the mighty Princess Talanji. And with Talanji, we will explore and investigate a potential uprising from within Capital City. And if that weren't bad enough, Blood Troll invaders from the north, from the swamps of Nazmir, are hammering the borders of Zuldazar, making things really hard for the Zandalari. Let's take a look at a video of Zuldazar. Epic. Videos are nice, but they don't even do the actual zone justice. Once you get in there, it's amazing. Okay, on to one of my favorite zones, Nazmir. Now, before the Cataclysm, Nazmir was a lush forest. But when Deathwing broke the world, he shook something loose, and Nazmir started sinking into the sea. Today, it's a wretched, festering swamp, which turns out is the perfect environment for blood trolls to thrive in. The same blood trolls attacking Zuldazar today. Now, to defeat these blood trolls, we are going to need to enlist the aid of powerful Loa. Now, for those of you that don't know, Loa are basically gods to the trolls. Up there we've got one Samdi, who some of you may know, and Kragwa, the frog Loa, who you'll definitely want to know if you want that sweet frog mouth. I know you do. I know you do. Now, as we're digging through the muck in Nazmir, we will uncover ancient Titan secrets and a Titan facility. And inside that facility, there might hold the key to destroying all life on Azeroth, which clearly we do not want. And I hope the Alliance is paying attention here. There are things you're going to need to do as well. And you know what's awesome? Nazmir is playable today on the show floor. So, how'd that get in there? Chris Metzen, good Lord. So, let's take a look at a video of Nazmir. Yeah. All right, last up for Zandalar, we've got the Desert of Vol'dun. Would you believe that Vol'dun was once a vibrant jungle? You probably believe that, it's totally plausible. But all of that changed when the Akir, this mighty, savage group of old god minions, attacked this region thousands of years ago, leaving nothing but desert and ruin in their wake. So, what do the Zandalari do with an uninhabitable desert? Well, they use it to basically send off their criminals to. And most of them die. Most of them. Now, yes indeed, as they're even cuter in person. As we explore Vol'dun, we will come across a native race of fox people known as the Volpera, who I know we will be compelled to help because of just how cute and cuddly they are. Just want to eat them up. And Vol'dun's got its share of baddies as well, like these snake men, the Sethrak, who will make sure that your stay here is unpleasant. Let's take a look at a video of Vol'dun. All right. And that was Zandalar. Before I hand off to Ian, I want to take a minute to talk about character stories. In Legion, we did the character story for Illidan, and we really liked how that turned out across the patches. And which, by the way, it's not quite done yet. It'll get there pretty soon. So, for Battle for Azeroth, we want to do a lot more of that. We want to involve more characters. So we want to follow the lives of Anduin, the Lion of Stormwind, and Sylvanas, as they lead their people through this war. And of course, we're going to adventure with Jaina as she goes to her homeland, Kul Tiras. We'll find out where she's been, because I know you're all asking. Where she is at today, and most importantly, where she's going. What about Thrall? Where is the orc that founded this new horde? What's his place in all of this? And lastly, we're not going to go to the cradle of troll civilization without exploring the story of our favorite troll, Vol'jin. Thank you, everyone. You've been an amazing audience. Ian's up next.
We told you we'd get back to Vol'jin. Thank you, Alex. Okay, so you have just heard all about the world that you're going to be exploring. Let me start talking a bit about how you're going to be exploring it. So just some of the basics first. So as Alex mentioned, we have 6 zones spanning 2 continents. 3 on Kul Tiras, 3 on Zandalar. And because of the nature of the story here, the way you're going to level up, Alliance players will head off to Tiragard initially, Horde players will head off to Zuldazar, and you will level to 120, primarily in your own faction's continent, as you learn to understand their problems and solve those problems. We're still going to have the scaling zone tech we had in Legion, so you can pick which of the 3 zones you want to start in, which problem you want to solve first, play your way through those content as you prefer. Now, at max level, the entire world will open up to you, effectively doubling the amount of outdoor space that you'll be actively engaged in when you are 120. Now, it might be easy to lose track as you are dealing with the problems of the Kultirans and of the Zandalari. It might be easy to lose track of the larger conflict in which Azeroth as a whole is embroiled. And so just as we had the Garrison campaign in Warlords and the Class Order campaign in Legion, we have 2 epic Alliance and Horde war campaign arcs that will weave their way throughout the level up experience and beyond, anchoring you in the larger war consuming the world, as well as beginning to lead you to the opposite faction's lands. So you'll start to build up some outposts in Kultiras as a Horde player. You'll start to build up some outposts in Zandalar as an Alliance player that will set the stage for the eventual 120 experience when it all opens up. Now at max level, there will be world quests, there will be emissaries. We're very happy with how this has played out in Legion. We want to continue to build upon it, refine it, learn from what's worked, what hasn't, but that structure is here to stay. Now, let's start talking a little bit about features. So, allied races. So, as we've heard, the lines of battle here have been drawn. It's hard to remain neutral in Azeroth going forward. Alliance and Horde are looking for all the help they can get. And part of what that means is seeking out potential allies, turning to friends that we've been through great hardship together, and seeing if they will join our cause. And you, as a champion of the Alliance or champion of the Horde, are going to be one of those doing that. You will reach out to these allies, see what other problems they have, see if they will join the Alliance, see if they will join the Horde, playing through custom quest content that tells the story of how Thalyssra and the Nightborn come to join the Horde, or how Ilaria and the crack elite squad of elves that she has trained to harness the power of the Void come to make their home in the Alliance.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are going to pop out of that WoW panel. However, this is the new All Access channel.
The new.
If you would like to continue watching the World of Warcraft What's Next panel, you can find it under the Live tab in the watch box just to the right of this window.
I think it's like right here. I'll banner like this. And if you guys want to get a first-hand look at what it's like to play the new WoW expansion, you can actually check out gameplay videos on BlizzCon.com/watch.
All right, Michelle. There's a lot of good stuff in that. We finally got to see the new Alliance zone.
Yes.
We got to see the new Horde zone.
Yes.
It looks like there's going to be 3 separate areas for you to progress, but they took the cue from, I can't remember what was the first expansion to do it. It might have been Legion, where you can choose the order in which you want to attack that plant, that
I
new
believe
area.
that was Mists that may have done that.
It might have been, but I love that.
Yeah, I do too. I was always a big proponent of leveling, being able to choose what zone you get to go to and have that scale level up. I also like the fact that that there's different areas, different continents.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like an old Kalimdor Eastern Kingdom sort of feel.
Honestly, they
like
really,
a smaller feel of that.
really have brought back that sort of Alliance side, Horde side, and in that same way, as it sounds, what's going to happen is you're going to level, and if you're an Alliance, you have your 3 Alliance zones on your Alliance continent, right? Microcontinent, I don't know what they're calling it. Anyway,